2017 Erik Karlsson was just built different. This man almost single-handedly carried the Ottawa Senators to the Stanley Cup Finals. They made it to Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals against Sid and the Penguins. But unfortunately, Chris Kunitz put an end to their season. Luckily for Sens fans, I'm going to be putting a prime 2017 Erik Karlsson back on the Senators in NHL 25, while giving them 3 seasons to do what they could not do in the Karlsson era, which was win a Stanley Cup. There he is, a 99 overall Erik Karlsson. Now, you're probably thinking that man was not a 99 overall. First off, iPad kid, let's put down the tablet, take the sookie out of your mouth. Erik Karlsson in 2017 was just different. He was arguably the best player in the world. And now he's going to be back on the Senators alongside Jake Sanderson, who's an 87. Thomas Chabot and Zub is a solid top 4. Even their top 6 is not bad. Offensively, it's not a horrible team. We should theoretically make the postseason pretty much every year we simulate. And then we have an 88 overall Linus Ullmark between the pipes. Solid year for the Senators, 45, 32, and 5, 95 points in a very tough Atlantic division. They were 3rd in the division. They're going to play the Leafs in round 1, so we got a battle of Ontario. The Edmonton Oilers won 60 games in the regular season. Tampa Bay was oh my god, nobody was even close to Edmonton. Nobody won more than 45 games, and then you have the Oilers with McDavid and Draisaitl just completely going off, 60-win season. A new career high for Erik Karlsson, 19 goals, 111 points, 92 apples. I mean, he had over 100 points a few seasons ago on the Sharks. He was a minus 26 though. Compared to this year where he's a plus 32, this would be by far and away his best year, and most likely going to be his 3rd Norris Trophy of his career. Brady Tkachuk was solid. I mean, he is our captain. 34 goals, 71 points. Timmy Stu had 69. Batherson with 65. David Perron was solid. Giroux, even at his advanced age, at 37 years old, put up 22 goals and 48 points. Gotta be honest, though, a lot of minuses on this hockey team. A little bit worrying heading into the postseason. Linus Ullmark, oh my god, Ullmark. An 897 save percentage with 2 shutouts and 29, 26, and 4 record. He was straight up trash. Gotta be honest, I don't even know how we made the postseason. Well, Braden Point, safe to say he's no longer underrated. 134 points, led all skaters. Oh, and yeah, he's also going to have the 2nd most goals in the league, only behind Tommy Ake Matthews, who had 3 more at 60. Kyle Connor lit the lamp. Draisaitl had 52. Thompson, 49. McDavid's back to scoring goals at 46. Defensively, nobody sniffs Erik Karlsson. I mean, Quinn Hughes had 101, but that's 10 points behind a 2017 Erik Karlsson, who's probably going to win his 3rd Norris Trophy of his career. Makar was solid, as well as Bouchard, and then a big gap to Rasmus Dahlin. Battle of Ontario in the first round. Sign me up. Well, down 3-2 heading into Game 6 on home ice. The Ottawa Senators, backs against the wall. They got to win this hockey game. First period, no score in the game. Second period, a 1-1 tie. Ryan Reeves is scoring playoff goals in the Big 2025. Before Grand Theft Auto 6, William Nylander gives the Leafs the lead, and all of a sudden, Ottawa's season is on the line in the very first round. Now, I'm going to need a Herculean effort here from Erik Karlsson in the 3rd period. Power play for Toronto. They get nothing on it. Here we go. Game 6, 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. What can the Senators do? Backs against the wall, facing elimination against their arch rivals, divisional rivals in the Maple Leafs. We also put on the much nicer jerseys here. Zub from the point, shot, nice save by Stolar. Zetterlund, he moves it back. We go D to D. Zub again, and Anthony Stolars is making save after save, keeping the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh my god, Claude Giroux, how did you not bury that, buddy? I'm not gonna lie, the Karlsson era Senators jerseys are so much better than what they have now. It's just so basic. Black with red stripes. Like, this jersey has some flavor. It has some spice to it. But right now, the Ottawa Senators know Matthews coming in. Nice defending there by Erik Karlsson. Moves it up over to Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk enters the zone. Tkachuk finding Batherson in the middle on the backhand, and Stoli again will make the save. 28 seconds to go. I'm not going to pull the goalie just yet. We're going to wait. We lose the draw. Brendan Carlo over to Morgan Riley. Riley moves it up to Maselli. Matthias Maselli coming down the wing. Not a lot of time remaining for the Senators. Nylander rips one. Linus Ullmark, one of the worst playoff goaltenders of all time, will make that save. We're going for now. Tim Stutzel, what are you doing, Timmy? Nice. Karlsson unloads one. Get in! Get in! Get in! No! How is that puck staying out? The storybook ending, not even an ending, but a peak cinema moment was right there for the Senators and Erik Karlsson all alone at top of the circles. He's going to unload a slap shot. I don't even know what happened. I think it hit Brady Tkachuk's back of his shin pads. It went up into the air. It's floating. It's floating in the air. Hits off of Stolars's back. Bounces off. How does that puck stay out? Does that puck cross the line? Oh my God, it just stayed there. It stayed in the crease. No way that puck did not cross the goal line. How on earth? Anthony Stolars is performing absolute witchcraft right now. I have no idea how that puck stayed out. I really don't understand it. EA logic at its finest. The invisible barrier strikes again. 5.6 seconds to go here in the third period. Giroux, you got to win that draw. He loses it, and the Ottawa Senators, no, the Ottawa Senators, unfortunately, they are going to lose in the very first round to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Nobody really took off offensively. Giroux had the most points on her team with 4 in 6 games. Erik Karlsson is nowhere to be found. 1 goal and 3 points, -2 in 6 games. I mean, for being a 99 overall, that is definitely disappointing. I can't even complain about Linus Ullmark. 926 save percentage. It was quite literally our goal scoring was the reason why we did not make it by the Leafs in round 1. As we have the Seattle Kraken sweeping the Islanders in the Stanley Cup Finals. What in the tarnation is that? Braden Point's going to take home the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Matthews, the Maurice Richard. Erik Karlsson will win his 3rd Norris of his career. Jaden Schwartz is the Conn Smythe winner. Stu the Vezina. And we got Barkov the Selke yet again. Top of the division is the Ottawa Senators. 49, 26, and 7. 105 points. Yet again, though, we got to play Toronto in the first round. What is going on? This Atlantic division is an absolute bloodbath. Colorado's the best team in the NHL, winning the President's Trophy, but not far behind them, honestly. Only 5 points behind was the Ottawa Senators, so this is probably going to be our best shot at potentially winning a cup here in Ottawa. Little bit of a step-back season for Karlsson. Still a great year, though. 93 points, 19 goals, leading the Ottawa Senators offensively. He was a +48. Brady Tkachuk at 82 and 82, also 35 goals. Timmy Stewart 70, Batherson 68. Giroux put up numbers for being 37 and damn near in a retirement community. And then Linus Ullmark had a 909 save percentage with 5 shutouts and 39 victories. We got Matthews going off in the sim again, 120 points, leading the NHL, and the most goals will go to Mac Daddy Nathan MacKinnon, who had 55 on the year. Draisaitl had 53. Nylander had a 50-goal season, career high for him. Crosby still putting in work, 48 goals, 103 points. Hale McCarr, man, bounce back season, only 16 goals, but 107 points. What are you going to say about that? And Bouchard had 101 on the Edmonton Oilers. There will not be another Norris Trophy for Karlsson, at least not this season, as he only had 19 goals and 93 points. Mackenzie Blackwood led in wins. He had 45. Most shutouts, Sergei Bobrovsky at 36. He's putting up 9 on the season alongside a 914 save percentage. That might be good enough to win him another Vezina Trophy. Senators, Leafs, round number 1. Round number 2, essentially, because we got knocked out in 6 games last year. It's time for some revenge. Definitely praying for a little bit of a different outcome. We lose game 1. Oh my God, we lose game 2 as well. What is going on, Ottawa? Down 3-zip to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Things are not going good. We are getting bullied by the Leafs. First period, 1-1 tie. Gaudette and McMahon. Second period, 2-2 tie. And we are staring down the barrel of a potential 4-game series sweep in the first round. Halfway through the third period, all knotted up at 2. Come on, somebody got to step up for the Senators here. Where is Erik Karlsson at when you need him? 99 overall, and for what? 4 minutes to go in the third. We are all knotted up at 2. But again, facing elimination in Toronto. Very familiar place considering we got eliminated here last year in the very first round against the Leafs. Come on, Ottawa. What can we do? What are we doing, man? What the hell are we doing? This team is definitely underperforming. They are not tickling my pickle. 2:30 left to go in the third period. We could potentially have overtime on our hands, but I'm praying a 99 Karlsson can step into one just like last year and actually bury it this time. Tkachuk back to the blue line. Karlsson over. Timmy back. Tkachuk. There it is, baby. Brady Tkachuk's first of the series will give the Ottawa Senators the lead. Why is it now showing me William Nylander literally just got a point on that play? They got scored on, EA. They didn't get a goal. All right, 1 minute to go here in the third period. We are up by 1. Let's go in full trap mode. Full 2017 Ottawa Senators. If you remember, they were much a trapping team. And I'm not talking about house trap. Here we go. Jake Sanderson splitting the D. Sanderson all alone. Jake over Batherson. Cannot bury it, though. Can somebody tell me since when has Jake Sanderson had those wheels? What on earth did I just witness? That man was absolutely flying. He looked like a prime McDavid out there, splitting the D like it was nothing. 35 seconds to go. They're going to pull their goalie. Here comes Matthias Maselli entering the zone. Erik Karlsson. Nice pick there, Karlsson. Move it up. Batherson with an empty net to shoot at, and he skies it high, but the captain will not miss. His second of the night, will seal the deal, and we are not getting swept. Here we go again. Game 5 in Ottawa. We got at least one more home game. First period, down by 2. Nylander and Chris Tanev. Second period, still a 2-0 deficit as the Senators might get eliminated on home ice for back-to-back season. Shane Pinto, hold my beer. Matt Nyes will extend the lead. Max Pacioretty's going to extend it. William Nylander is basically going to take a shit on the Ottawa Senators, and back-to-back years, we are going to get eliminated by Toronto. Tkachuk was our best player in the first round, 3 goals and 5 points, although 2 of those goals, one of them being an empty netter. Both of them came in a very important time in Game 4. Erik Karlsson just not producing come playoff time. 5 points in 5 games is solid, but the man was a -3. As Colorado goes on, wins their second cup of the 2020s, they swept the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Finals. Okay, EA. Draisaitl to Ted Lindsay, Maurice Richard to McKinnon, Art Ross to Matthews, and Makar, he's going to take home the Hart and the Norris, while the Conn Smythe will go to also Kale. He had himself a season. Vejmelka the Vezina, and Barkov the Selke. Well, I guess you could say I decided to give Erik Karlsson some help. In 89 overall, Danny Alfredsson, the former captain of the Senators, and oh yeah, Mr. 1507, Danny Heatley himself, at an 88 overall. That top 6 is looking a tad bit better. And then we also got the big Z's, the Zdeno Chara on the back end at a 91 overall. Honestly, kind of a disappointing season for year number 3. 48 wins after adding all those great players. I mean, it was only 3, but Chara's a 91. The other 2 guys are like an 88, 89. I thought we'd be much better than this. Third in our division, and would you look at that? 3 years in a row, we play the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round. Carolina's going to win the President's Trophy. They had 51 wins, 111 points. Ottawa was 7th place in the NHL. Last year was probably our time to go all the way, but who knows? Maybe we have a better playoff run this season. Maybe we lock the hell in. Maybe Zdeno Chara's massive schlong will carry us to a Stanley Cup. Karlsson did have 96 points at a career high, not a career high, but a video high, 24 goals in the regular season. He was a +32. Alfredsson had 80. Danny Heatley didn't have 50 goals. He only had 29, but he had 62 points. Timo Stützle was fine. Drake Batherson was okay. Goaltending-wise, Linus Ullmark, he was decent, I guess. 4 shutouts, .909 save percentage, 38 wins. I know Chara on the back end's not going to put up a lot of points, but the man is like a defensive beast. 91 overall. Look at those attributes. He's got 5 stars in physical, a 92 body checking rating. Matthews, again, he is overpowered. 113 points, led the way in that category. Kaprizov had the most goals at 56. We got McDavid with 55, Draisaitl 55, Matthews was solid. Tage Thompson probably blasted at least 30 of them on the power play, one-timers. On the point side, I mean, Nylander was solid. Kucherov, Erik Karlsson 96, so he was one of the more higher scoring players in the entire National Hockey League, and he would end up leading all defensemen in points with 96. Bouchard was the only guy remotely close with 91. Vasi most wins, 43, and Sergei, again, 8 shutouts on the season, led the way in goaltending. I mean, the only way to go to the Stanley Cup Finals is to get through the Toronto Maple Leafs. I helped out this Ottawa roster by adding in 3 great players. Will that be enough to get by the Leafs in round 1? I think we got to take it game by game, at least in the first round, considering this could be the final playoff games of Erik Karlsson's tenure here in Ottawa. So game 1, we're down by 1 entering the third, and the Leafs are going to take it on home ice. Game 2, still in Toronto. First period, again, down by 1. Max Domi on the power play. Second period, 2-1 lead, and we just cannot beat the Maple Leafs. All right, game 3 in Ottawa. First period, there we go. We strike first. David Perron. Second period, the Leafs are going to tie it up. Luckily, we do get a Claude Giroux game winner. We can tie the series up. Game 4 on home ice. First period, we do not score first. Second period, down by multiple goals. We got Hakanpää scoring playoff goals in the Big 2025. Man, the Ottawa Senators are just straight up cooked. And then Max Domi, icing on the cake. We are not coming back from this as the Senators are down 3-1 in the series. Here we go. Elimination game in Toronto. How familiar are we in that scenario? 2-0 lead, Sanderson and Alfie. Second period, we are up 3-1, and we will live to fight another day. Protect home ice, and we are headed back to Toronto for a game 7. First period, oh my God. Riley, McMahon, and Pacioretty. Second period, we are still down 3-1. It is looking very bleak. The Ottawa Senators really might go 0-3 against Toronto in the first round in this video. That's crazy. 7 minutes to go here in the third. 3 minutes to go in the third. The Ottawa Senators struggling yet again, and I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. We got 2:10 remaining, down 3-1, a multi-goal lead. It just looks like the kryptonite for Ottawa is indeed the Toronto Maple Leafs. Even adding back Zdeno Chara, Danny Heatley, and Danny Alfredsson with a 99 Karlsson, we can't even make it to a game 7 against the Leafs. As Stolars, Matthews, Marner, Nylander. Actually, Marner's not even on this roster anymore. and they're still whipping our ass. We have 45 seconds to go. Matthias Maselli, he's going to lead that rush, get bodied. Here we go, the other way. Danny Alfredson coming down the wing. Alfie saucing it. Sasaki doesn't get through. Alfredson again, can't bury him. Kachuk on the rebound. Nobody can put the puck home right now. And Erik Karlsson, at least offensively, is underperforming. Nylander in, shot, saved by Linus Ullmark. 25 seconds to go. We might as well pull our goalie at this point. Over to Kachuk. He takes a shot on Stolarz. Your turn, Erik Karlsson. Over to Stützle in the middle. Brady can't get a shot on net. Did I just see Morgan Riley bounce Brady Kachuk off the puck right there? EA Sports, I swear, these attributes are absolutely meaningless. 5 seconds to go in the third period, and it will not matter as the Toronto Maple Leafs, they go 3 for 3 in the video, eliminating the Senators for the third consecutive season in the first round.
You can't keep getting away with it!
I mean, how can you expect to win a playoff series with this offensive load? Nobody is producing. Karlsson had no goals, 4 points in 6 games, and he led our team. Nobody was scoring goals. Linus Ullmark has not been the problem. 918 save percentage. He's been pretty solid, to be honest. As the Hurricanes, they shake the conference finals woes, make the cup finals, and is that the third consecutive sweep in the Stanley Cup finals as they get rid of the Mammoth in 4 games? Matthews will win the Ted Lindsay, Art Ross, and Hart Trophy. Kaprizov, the Maurice Richard. Karlsson wins his second Norris of the video. Nikolai Ehlers is the Conn Smythe winner. Darcy Kemper will take home the Vezina, and Connor McDavid will win the Selke. Well, that is going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. I would like to say thank you all for watching, and until next time, don't be silly. Wrap your willy.